So I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, and I don't like to stick my nose into too much stuff to do with humans at a whatever you call it, ethereal level or integral level, or whatever you would say. You don't want to talk about, I don't know what. When somebody slaps their wife or he slaps her back in public. I don't want to have to talk about that. And I don't want to talk about race. But sometimes it becomes overwhelming. I get like cootie racial things in my belly because I'm like, oh my goodness, ESPN, normally they're chock full of black guys when they talk about football. Chock full of black guys. I don't even want to name them all. They have abundance. Sometimes they're dominated by the black guys. Sometimes Mike's the only white guy. And sometimes they have a black substitute host and they go all black. It's beautiful. Looks like they get ready to, sit down and go play a basketball game. Excuse me, that was a bad joke. It was that's the kind of thing that we're trying to protest against, that ESPN does. When today they're going to talk about Lamar Jackson and they know they're going to run him down, they're going to give Lamar a lot of code words, a lot of dog whistles for Lamar isn't, in the groove, so to speak, racially. He doesn't, what you want to say, know his place. And if they would have had a black guy in the mix, he would have been like, oh, man, that's code word. You can't say attitude. A big group of white people running down a black guy for not taking the contract when they say he should have took it, for him holding out, for him saying, you had all these chances to pay me, I'm the superstar, duper star, you built the whole team around, you got to pay me like everyone else gets paid. And they're trying to say he's got an attitude. A black guy, if he was on the panel, he would have said, attitude? Why? No, you can't say attitude. That's what the black guy would say. Say, attitude? And the black guy probably would have been a big, giant black guy, no less. He would have stood up and said, what do you want me to crush your head open? To that little egghead white ex-quarterback that they brought in to run down Lamar. They discuss how Lamar's style and his, free-flowing kind of a thing won't last in the NFL. It won't be a decades-long career. Now, he should never expect to get anything but paid like a man who basically runs for a living. It's not using his brain, his talents, his leadership, all the other skills. He's basically what you would say more like whatever, just running for a living, like one of them greyhounds down there in Florida that chased the rabbit around the track. Whatever, it's okay. Excuse everything, because sometimes you say stuff you shouldn't even say. Sometimes people host all-white panels and they run down a black guy and they use a lot of code words and dog whistles because it's cheerful. It gets everybody going in the morning. You got to get pumped up. You got to get to work. Watch a little of that first, then you can go out. You can feel a little bit, more like one of the Supremes, one of those, backup singer, but you're important. That kind of supremacy kind of a thing. But whatever, it's all right. That's just something that people have to be careful about.